Premtobre Adeshimama yamamunyina ha yamwakwa abado Adom TV Premtobre Kasee iso awia insamwasie na braso sa otibie sa Adom TV Premtobre Kasee ne etodwa omu bi ya obetini ena Human Rights Division 1 High Court ena mame Gatu tokonu ne nsama odekodan wo mo no wabo atoagu yebekom na yahwede etuemu adehye ye wa Asante Achimobugu Traditional Council Esukufo Local Council of Churches onyina ka bomu edi ya won mumma papa bidunsia ne dunson yaka anwegu won so ye de honso nsam no ebeba sa na make say Ghana forces mpanifon so ye hwehwemu de fa joy news amaneboni ne obi a wo ye odansini demolition ekoso wi akire ya bro won no eno ne nsem bi agudie ka ho ne obi man so eni gede yede bro sa Adom TV Premtobre Kasee woko Facebook /Adom TV Extra Go TV at 119 DSTV at 280 woko YouTube search Adom TV 2 midindi afia amankwa tamaklo yeda se afia ni die mientie said nsam nchemo ankasa etie Asante Achimobugu adehye Traditional Council no schools and Local Council of Churches ne waka wo ho abomu a won momma edunso ye na munkwanhia so wato na nanom nsiedo no aya amamre ni amane akanwe egu won so a kuro ni nyina butu emu nsam enie
accident Ghana nyapa or sempanimfo de omo ani hwe horomo because omo the statistics eto form a utimu se nipa ewu accident mu no ya do so ache HIV nanso yemfa ye ni hwe horomo sa week yi mu a nipa ewu enya asem ketewa apart from ye de yi 16 year way ebi asisi aka ho nya agro nanso mpanimfo yemfa ye ni hwe ye rose no se ye de ni hwe a enka beboa ye pa because
exercise ye dia kwan mo frere chi dia and dia medical canada na na o man hene na na owusu ampe a otoso yensa ama kwan se enkwada no waba asase a ye asie a etu amna asie kwada no a sabere amna no kwa ye tu awie a ye di nipa dunum no nipa dunum no ye dom nyina begu emema yensia ena ma enkon akwala ba ko na ka ho oni osa enti ono no de no ya ye no ye tu na mra wo ba bi ko na sa na ti
de metimi aka ne se ya na ahomti se obata wahwe o mamienu amiensa ene de ka ho de mum de meka ne se enya siewi bibia ye nyame ase wo ye yes anya niema nyina na ebeti ase nti omkomo ko anto yem de mum omunya gidie wo nyame mu se ono ode maya no wadia asedanka ni se de jobu kan
Radin Shebusia nyina dene na wonchechere wonre ye to aso de makonsam fufuro mu Nadine the Faculty of Accounting and Finance wo UPSC Professor Isaac Bodi baba na basopa wo 24-hour economy no ho na wo pese wo hunu kwan aban no befa so be ye nhyehyeye ye betumi agina na so mfaso na akọ e de ama obia wo be ni hyehyso no de nsemi etudwa
eti from near who can say prof say 24-hour economy no yetimi de ba sempanimfo tumi de wona si form na eye adwuma a ebetumi aboa oman no
very good policy ne omo kan so hwemu se no ma hyehyɛ no no ye wo oman no make 24
build 24 show 24 wom chese bibia ye 24 mo e be construction o mo a obia adwuma obia de wom
me de na come for say sa document no kedi bi count e fa as a national policy a kebe boy cause ma tombo ase anhye no pepe wo de wo release a policy na ma tombo ase ready pa very well document implementation any problem e kwan ben ya ponche host kakra chom ne also mo ye edema say ye pomani ye yankase ye manis e da bia say nyina ye obeche ne also mo ye o say ni ye in fact omudi everba no the difference between the one on present your manifesto no and in ye hu ye changes no so papa say be omotie ne keka na no de anwe we no good nemo ne say ehedem eche ne ka do no ho asem
okay
because manufacturing room agric room tourism room bibia mofa economy nyina kran nyina no de bom back no man yetimu bisa say one national policy da a national policy agenda of this country. Who won't be way? You won't be that. 106.3 national policy. Good. It's our policy, and someone who say a bear Juma.
And then make us say Parliament, Ajatum, a bina sama wadokoto, one many more say oil, Sikane mineral, royalties, and all, and yes, Sikaya, the baby share big push program, no Asiano, Parliament, Ajatum.
Abani sembia wode yakoda mrahye fie se opese sika yenya edifi yemfango ene sika kokko emo no opese se sika ne nyana no wode yeso no big push program no wasene na etumi bua mampanyefo botaye won metumi edru ho ene ya ye kase ade mrahye fie won mu apene so big push dwumade ne nyina botaye ene se kwantempan wodo bia wo my Ghana emo no impanyefo betumi asanso ahye ye nsisi wo so a ebeboa makona bedi nsem etumi aye krabehwe.
Let's look at the list of programs of roads is heavily skewed towards certain regions in the country, completely neglecting Greater Accra region and Ashanti region. Basic economic theory teaches us that when resources are scarce, when you are in financial constraints, you prioritize. And that's exactly that's what I'm saying. If my opponents don't understand this, I don't know what else they will understand.
Womodo monsem ni nyina no wesi no Alexander Fanyoma Ken donkuma no ba no deni enso so at the piece say
18,000 kilometers, and as a result of that, even pothole patching have been included. What is wrong with it? Because you and I know that a lot of our roads are immotorable because of the state of the roads. So if you fix them and you are adding that to your achievement, there's nothing wrong with respect.
The Kurakure Mono, Don Kesene Subano Deni Mahama Yarega, and so the can who say.
It's an expression of the commitment of this government to make a major dent in the road infrastructure deficit of this country. We plan to do more. He was asking where we're pushing. We're pushing on all the roads of this country. That's where we're going to push.
Ghana Mampani John Dramani Mahama Saka Sisubie mo bra wone na nanu matsa nkonya wato emantemu hyiaye ne aban no ebeya aboama atoye mantemu enuma pa pagya ne mu na won wakwan ne hawbi a wo ho betimi agya ne naso no mbehwe so obeye na nanu aba no ho eno de nsemi etudwa.
Ghana Mampanyini John Dramani Mahama wasasu suwesisu edua edi akire hemfu na adehye awonum ewato ye mantam ne emu se waye krado pan se odenhye begu akwemu na mantam ne tumi akwane ne mpuntu mu odesane nsemi etudwa wa bra one regional house of chiefs ye wo honom no edinhye mu hyehyɛ so na wo kire mu wese kwantempon bia tete apansam ne nyina de na koma so behwe no asiesi edi ama wonum na aboa amakona bedi nsem ayekra behwe.
We'll prioritize many road projects in the western region, including the dualization of the Takrade, Agona, Nkwanta, Elubo Highway. To enhance trade and transport, especially given the importance of that corridor for the mining, petroleum, agriculture, and border commerce. Feeder roads in cocoa growing areas and mining areas, such as Wasai Kropong, Enchi, Pristia, Sehiyoso, and Ainasi, will all be upgraded to ease produce transportation and improve rural access.
As one more, Ghana Mampanyini Sansu the piece of say.
As Nana said, we are promoting and pushing the establishment of a manganese refinery in the western region. This will help us add value to the raw manganese that we currently export. We also are designing and planning an alumina refinery in the western region to refine the bauxite that we are mining in Awaso and other places.
Adom TV Premtobre Kasee na oguso no me Kasee Ghana Armed Forces mpanifo afrase eye hwehwemu nrada join news amane boni ne obi a ne tua nsemu na asrafo mu bi de won sakeka won mu a ene wo ye hwehwemu afa ho
Anyoda se Ghana de hye be hye ne so Adom Kasee bu amane na ye kire mu ese Join News won mo reporter baako nipa bia na won mo ehya asrafo ntade e de won mo sakeka no wa bra Magdan warehouse bi na won mo edwuregu o Spenters Road nkramantam ne mo no so ko honom so kwa kodi ne djuma na won semi ho no Ghana Armed Forces won mo panyimfo de nkrata ba betudwa won mo ekire mu dia wode course no won mo ahyase a won mo eyemu enhwehwemu nkrata Department of Public Relations ema Ghana Armed Forces won mo headquarters e de betudwa ne kire mu ese won mo nsa kamanebo e de figure na panyina soye na ne botaye ene se won manya hwehwemu emfa de course benada July bosome ne da na tosuadua sane mu sa won mo nkrata no Captain VA Ahen ya won ye Acting Director General ema Public Relations enana nsa ehyasie no de to Ghana de hye nyina enem se won ma hyase ye won mo hwehwemu na won mo wie obi biara no ho ebomu bia na nyaade a sa won eko no befa ne ho adi enya no nkoa Minister for Government Communications Felix Kwachi Fosu enso so wechire mu ese wode course no ne ntwa yi kura the senti Ghana mampanyi denkra amane osofo hwa hombampo nsemaso eno National Security Coordinator so momodin ana nhwemu bia woso mo ye bia no won hyase no wonye
Importers and exporters for guso ya won mu di ya wo fi se wo hawa wo mo ekomu no eguso a ekoso ewo ho almost penny4 say was on ye ne on betumi bia sabe ya on so adwuma won mo ye no ebekoyie no on sakwa no
Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana in Simbia won mo ede atudwa wo kyeremu a won mo ekuo ma won mo ede dwuma no won mo ehuna manepa enkanka so meko commercial banks no makakosesa won mo sika enfa ho se emireka kreni no o my Ghana sika no de toto ma hodo so sika enmonyam abemu wo kyeremu a enfa ho se sidini mu ayedru no adwuma na o mo ye no goso ehuna mane na nam so ama wo mu nkoma dodo na sesei no o mo de o mo ho akwakohye black market mu isanse ho no mo dwadie na mu ago ade ama wo mo ne sa ho ne nteno association no wedenkra Emane Bank of Ghana sen mane mu ya ntempa no wo modin aso den hye begu akwa mu na forest na bi yetumi aba system ne mu ni nyina ne beboa ama mo so adwuma won mo ye no etumi akonene mu enya no nko a wose Bank of Ghana esanso mo modin aso betumi ene commercial bank no wedi nkomo na nyumadi a won mo de no emu atumi ada hono mo fenchem enso wono mo a wose black market na Bank of Ghana empe ho nsem enka
Ekokuma ya womra shebeje fiemu se oswafo osho roads and highways so nsama wode etudwa wakwan tempon ho nsam no nokre bia enimo asa wakato ha no wakato ha ohwe records mu a kokuma no se nyasa na etie emu nsam eni
Domkuma ya won mo ewo mrashibedwe fie won mo eguswa kasa edifan sembia domkase ne mpanyimfo bi won mo eka edifa kane mampanyin na rodankwa kofuado ne ho ani nyina no fa nhye ya wodi egu akwam a na ehwese yen kwantempon betumi ho no sakraye na won mo esanso de sobo ebo sofo hwe kwantempon ho semso se de osifeke kane nsem edifa kane mampanyin eho no enya de twa ye kura na kwasemfutru na wotu de gugana de hye ni so isanse abra na NPP amanyuko na ewa ban mu no mampanyina no odi won mu animu bon homoden pa odi hye gu akwema o my Ghana kwantempon dodo na no insiesie course so na abra kaneswafo na ohwe kwantempon ho semaso Francis Asenso Boache ene sentwerefo di nkomo mrashebedwe fie no o kyerɛkyerɛ mu akwa hodo a na adodanko akofado esiesie ye wo my Ghana emu.
The minister claims that President Akufo-Addo's widely acknowledged achievement of constructing over 13, he mentioned 10,000, but the original figure is over 13,000 roads, is a mirage because he did not see any such roads during his recent tour. This is not only disingenuous, but gross attempt to politicize hard facts. It is equally troubling that the minister, who upon assuming office loudly criticized the Akufo-Addo administration for employing single-source procurement method, is now making a complete U-turn. At today's press conference, Honorable Abuja, who once said, who stated today that once you have engineers' estimates, once the engineers prepare the estimates for road construction, it doesn't matter.
And yeah, can I swap for now or share road to so Francis Asenso Boache say yatinini and so was sign any or swap for what is to see Kwame Abuja. Any way the Fahana way the Atoha Chinyasa ya watch more efa a buying big push no our day banner who say there's a manusemu and near Manuel bin war ye bibishon could be and also dear course or any.
Ukwada itwe mo July bosome ne da na toswadu ya safimpino aduonu wenum ne emu no oswafo yo hwe yankwantempo ho semaso Kwame Gavins Abuja wane kane swafo Francis Asenso Boache na akoya kama menka e omrahwebedwafie ne nyina no eye nsembia Asenso Boache wo kan ye edifa aban ne big push agenda no ho na nsem no wechire mo se osa big push ya Ghana aban ne kire se wode eba no enya de bia den sakraye bia eba beka o my Ghana ye nkwantempo ho nsem ho abra wo kasa no de nsem wi ya na tudwa.
Let's look at the list of programs of roads is heavily skewed towards certain regions in the country, completely neglecting Greater Accra region and Ashanti region. For me, that is not fair to the country. That is not strategic, because you build roads where there are human beings, a lot of densely populated people, communities. You build roads which will connect economic centers that will drive economic development and economic growth.
And in an we na no Kwame Gavins Abuja enso the piece say
saying that we are saying that President Akufo-Addo or we are trying to rubbish President Akufo-Addo's record of 10,800 kilometers. You were not here. He was standing here and said, we have built 10,800 kilometers of new roads, and he was doing us like that.
Remind him.
And I fact-checked him. What the president said here was untrue. Yes. He never built 10,800 kilometers of new roads. My brother, you see, you have been a road minister for the Republic of Ghana. Is it just a small advice? The road minister of Republic of Ghana, it doesn't sit well where all your examples appears as if you haven't been to any other place in the country.
Premtobre Kasee na oguso show Adom TV na bididi afia amankwa tamaklo. Make Kasee Nigerian fact-finding delegation. Ene wonde nsemo tujache Nigeria for wo my Ghana mu se basabasa bie ni ho akoso asumdue ewo ho ewo man mienu entem Ghana ne Nigeria nti wo monka wakoma ento won yam de nam so man komo we eba no Adom TV Kasee etwaso.
Nigeria won my fact-finding delegation year wo my Ghana emo amane ba wode ba betudwa won mo ese said the abẹ for social media ne nam so se Ghana de she bi ye o ye kire e de tia Nigeria fo wo my emo no enya de anokro bia e wo mo na sa delegation ye ka ho asem yi Nigeria for Minister of State Emma Foreign Affairs Bianca Odumegu ena na edi enemo wo kasa no modern simwe ena tudwa.
Government and the people of Nigeria have been concerned about the, in quote, widespread protests that have been taking place in Ghana, requesting Nigerians to leave. And there has been palpable tension in Nigeria regarding the safety of the lives and properties of our nationals residing here in Ghana. I must start by saying a big thank you to the President of the Republic of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama.
But Nina and we see no or so for her man on insem so my Ghana emo some lokuja to a black say.
As we have agreed, the video that went viral, which incensed Ghanaians legitimately, we were all outraged when we saw that video. That video has been condemned by our counterparts from Nigeria. They have reprimanded the gentleman. He has been asked not to engage in such statements and such commentary. As you do know, I had met him earlier, and he was very contrite in the meeting, has apologized. He's issued a public statement apologizing to President Mahama, to the government and people of Ghana.
And then make us a Human Rights Division 1 High Court and Kane Chief Justice Mame Getru Tokunu. Then some of the Kodan Womono, Wabo Ego, Yamani Boni Kojomensa, Rampa Koho, Etwaso.
Wakesi bia Chief Justice Getru Tokunu ya Ghana mampanyi atwene dibra sensen Edekodan High Court mene Kasee Human Rights Division 1 ye no ho no no won mabosa case ni nyina no atwegu isanse wo kire dia asem de bia na nya de a won me wotumi obetumi de atena science no weso na efa ho se Chief Justice Getru Tokunu ne dibra ya twentwen so no wo kire mu de obekoso akon se de be ya tentene ne betumi aye adwuma ediama no court no we kire mu ade a the Chief Justice Getru Tokunu we ye ni nyina no enye se bia tentene ne na wo pene ebo no wo ye yesa sede be ya asema court no we de no ebema no wache ana sempo no impanyfo be jai kuredi na so besisa bri no enya de awule ni nyina no matumi ye de betudwa na so gina ya wasi na chirim se court no ahunu se ne niam a wo ye ni nyina na enya de no beboa ewo nsem a wo mu edi na emo.
Aban lawyer Penny Dr. Adom Kanyini nene wode womakosamo etudwa no kire se Attorney General na ye nomni ade no omo ewo ahohihie mo ye hu behia sempanifo tu ho anamo eboa wo mo munsem eni
Oswafo yo hatentene ne yeso yo nukru ya Attorney General Dr. Adom Kanyini akasa edi afani mapia akwakoya haw edi ama ateni wo my Ghana emu enam sunti wo serempo se mpanyefo ebetumi aye bibi edi afa sedi osife di asem wo my Ghana emu ne sa honte no odi adesere ato Parliamentary Select Committee on Constitutional and Legal Affairs enimu se nema bia atochim ewa ateni emu wo my mu no mo hwe no mo ntumi siesie sede be ye betumi afa ntuma pa efra.
In fact, it is even worse in what I may call the rural regions of the country. For instance, if you go to Upper West, I mean, of course, I'm using rural very advisedly. That is outside of the metropolitan, I mean, the cities such as Accra, Kumasi, and Takoradi. If you go to Upper West, we have less than 10 state attorneys working for the entire region. It is even worse in Bolga. I don't think we have any state attorneys in the south. Okay? Now, just imagine the plethora of cases that, I mean, come from the MDAs in a region like Western region. With the Galamsey matter needs to be solved, we will make an effort to employ as many lawyers as we can.
Science simi honenti whether the selection panyufo enim sa dama wo mo hwe fa hye bi ngwa kwem.
In respect of their supervisory functions, they look at all legislations that pass through our office. They look at what the agencies under my ministry are up to in terms of their legal and statutory functions. They also oversee matters relating to the welfare of the judiciary. And I'm happy that they are here today to listen to us because we have a lot of problems that we want to put before them.
Headmaster ya wano Dake University Senior High School ye Anthony Diodu Entwibo Siakon ose ne Kasee school no niama bebre to sini ewo mu niama classroom ni ade niama ye disua de ni nyina wo mu eni binti ha adesua ne adekye ene ya Kasee was wo mu 40 unit classroom block get fund project 2008 mbapem sabe ye ntoaso omo ha woni Adom Kasee atwaso
KNUST Senior High School wo Asantimantem ha won headmaster Owura Anthony Diodu Entwibo Siako oni Adom Kasee abonkomo enwo kire mu se suku adan bia na get fund AC ede amomo ewo mfimpinu ene enwotwe ebesi mfimpinu ni aduonu numa yiwome enya de se wonum atimi aye ho bibia enam so emode to Adom Kasee nu se ha mofra no adesua ena afenso no eba no abodem nyansapa ne ICT hunimdia ema amofra no enya se de omusinya no ode nsansem enyina atudwa ebra na suku no wopa Finshia etoso edusia enum ho entuma eno ne Adom Kasee ebo ho nkomose
2004 get fund wodi maaye na sa get fund wodi fa KNUST University ni mu na de maaye edan no ewo mu school adampon aduanan ene wo mu lab a enkola be kwakwe practicals edumienu ne wo mu sa da na atiaka yantimi antoa so Me my who didn't to me as a headmaster. It is me the kodan by me the kodan old student, me the kodan parents. And until you done a deal, I can't have watch you winning. Yes, I say, or Mumma boy. Yet to be not signing my way in a classroom, so your science lab, your ICT lab, your home science labs, your art studios, and Canadian, because now you're the scientific panso can't. Umetmeni abeyo mamapa ama Ghana so etimetumpon.
Ghana Scholarships Secretariat and 2025 Local Tertiary Scholarships Program wapa hontoma wo ni mo se suku for be 5,000 ombenya mfaso ewo mu 2025-2026 academic year.
Date for the government local tertiary scholarship no afidie no asombre na so na hu behia se yemfa nhye hanko a ye be friends entrofo na muso matimi yatimi ni modin kita won makobum daru ama mansan ne Ghana fo nyina te se time na so nti obi biara o miti ye criteria no a owo pepa so peso to ne addition so nko ade obetimi ateki saa opportunity we no so apply na se selection ne kana no so ne die so peso to ne nim de so no eno so atimi abam amano enti afi no ye adwen se ye beye in total of 5,000 scholarships na 5,000 nimu no ya reserve 2,000 e de ama potokasem ya omo from brilliant but needy students omo ewo nimde omo enimoma but sikasem enti aya consider amasa omo betimi atoa omo addition so mode of application obeko www.scholarships.gov.gh scholarship no s so scholarships.gov.gh ema obi enkodada say website we no ye be no application fee be the say uni code be any ade we've seen that we have reported them to the security agencies ye say investigation be koso na ya che sa ankrofo no na ye do ma famra kwan so
Adom TV Kasee na oguso shani yenkomra ye ba ebetwa so ya mwakwa abayeda sese oguso sha Adom TV Premtobre Kasee na ye toa so do mabora yensem foforo emu a enei Ghana yengo de hu dwadie ya de konkofo man so no nyame ni mu ne amane mu so pa kosro ode toto afie twemu sa bre no amu a afie mu de no akosro.
Gold industry ye wo man mu mpanyufo echire mu adia ehunu mpuntuo na efra financial sie ebesi afene finfin ne nko ano sika o man no anya Jeffrey Gold died from my Mukwama Hodwe so no $8.3 billion. Ya we no sorry to try fee chairman who the actress abohum yenu and the dear mommy. So wo chiri mu dia if January bosomi besi jumbosomi ne monkwano Gold died from my Mukwama Hodwe so sika de bro my no epeja ye be yo haji mu aduosia enai we ho no ohun se ebo bia woje ewo wiasa fana nyina emu eka ho bi enetina masese no Gold ebo na kosoro ye sika kesi ato my Ghana sika foto emu wa fimpin we na de no we nine no oso my Ghana Gold ayetumi eton ye no 4.8 million yes Moscow minus die wo mu no eyo hachiche mu aduanan na bosumi nsia emu no Ghana Gold Board for Gold awoto ye de fi omunsem $5 billion ye na sunte no efa fimpinu na dunsia no mu eba no Gold ay di from my mu kwama hodwa so no erisika kesi abromai osusu se ne nyina ka ho ena mo my Ghana sidi no en monyama bemmu ayedru enfa ho se Gold ayeton erisika kesi eto my sika foto emu no won momonem ho de echire mu adia said ye Gold yentumi nya hwe enfa ho ayeton ne sa ede mama foforo no eya de bi hadwen teno soso ho abehia sempanyefo ebetuma hwede obetumi aye ede afa ho.
Yentwa Premtobre Kasee so na World Health Organization ebo my Ghana baso wo HPV vaccine aba yede ebo ma ho ban Africa krameto ema awodi ano ne titu ewo mayo nkuma no ediemu no obo Ghana baso
my Ghana habeto so aduonu enwotwe ewo abibrem ha na afensu wo ha ene aduanan ewo wiase nyina maye nei wonya pane a wode beko atia kokrameto ema wotwem wo kire se dwumadi obefrase ewo maba wa wonya mfinhia nkro kronkron de kosne du enan so na aboa mo atuma tu saa kwadi awuo yade ase na ohwe wiase nyina pom dia tan kontabu a wo kire se bibire maman no eka amaya mpempina no ema awotwa mu kokuram no ema no homre so pa na ewo ka biwonfo nhia mu ekoso opane ye ho eka ho bi ema Dr. Fiona Braka woye World Health Organization na musini wo mamu wode apia wo nkase mu se
more than half of these women that get infected succumb to the disease, and alarmingly 9 out of the 10 deaths that occur in developing countries. In Africa, over 70% of cervical cancer cases are diagnosed at advanced stages, leading to poor treatment outcomes and devastating financial consequences for families and health systems. This suffering is unacceptable and it must end. In countries like Ghana, where access to services, access to screening and treatment is limited, the human papillomavirus vaccine is the cornerstone of prevention.
Na ewo ka biewonfo nhia mu ekoso ewo panie ho eka ho bi ama mpanifo a wo efiri nwumasu atenaye ene apomden no atenaye nyina hia esuesu adwen ene na Dr. Fred Adom Boatia woye pani kwanchefo a woda apomden no wasante mantema de afutuo ma awofo se
kokram na eto ema wodiano no normally no obi nya sa virus na human papilloma virus na this area ne bana it may be more than 10-15 years and sa no nya cancer no. Enti so everything is all right. Enti and then the time on beba no brain beka is the terminal stage. There's nothing that you can untiminya honshe. But the only time I'll be to me at the vaccine na effective and say Obano should not be exposed sexually. Into me oko wa catch that age group ni ya. What the bemano but only pakona exposed the virus. It won't have any effect until in the end because hey there be vaccine in my baby into share age category now you're picking up from 9 to 13-14 and say until you nanti say and say omobeti ase no masum
there do so no ye Adom Trotro make us say prince also see do abowura mu wo Accra inside on the addition dim komoni ekoso wo bokono ne wonso be kan fa ho
Adom Trotro in a Chegum life and near the Trotro no abe PMO ewo makola ye ne adwudifo a womo eton books ewo ha ebedin komo e dia fa eye boko ehon sensem mentimo ho ase a PMO ewo boko enam so ama asukufo kura atwa nananom ewo nse do ye gye mo adwen kire dia fa ho dien na mo ka e dia fa ho se ne asumdue be koso
tesia no boko ntok okay boko ntok ane de e ba ya na eyam hyehye Tade otumfo ne aban nyina de omo ho agemu ya still no enti ase mayen kaye so ya na ye wo outside nde ye de ye ka kire otumfo ne aban se omo anyine omo ho no omo mfa omo enioma esese ade bia ombetima ya enkabo beba boko no ye sre omo se omo nya na enkabo mubra anya sade a Boku empuntom bia entimi maso e kire se sukufuo wom nurses for hotel say ba ne say sukufuo mpuntimi nkosu say ka free kraba 2 o'clock to 6 anu odin yesra ban say ono a na betima ma enkabom aba boku entini yesre no say ono a onyina ye na omtimi ma enkabom emra boku kronim me da say
onso
boku ntokwa ye omo start so omo kun ache inti aban mremu amban ayeso ohwe bibi
amban
yeso ohwe omo hwe wahu na boko ntokwanse su betwa na atwa because the school for nkwala ewu wahu enakra metie se mienu ahwere omo kwa bi nso da yaresa bi entwa ye inti boko no se ntokwa bi na aba na yeso omo tena se no omo keka na te se bibia eye fine wahu se na be ya yenso ye benya asumdue because niam free boko eba so omo antimi ankwa yenso ye be den ne didi because by reni yi na nkatie ni na nti se nipa na ankwa afuom a ye be den niam no kwa na ebe kosoro otiase nti ese aban ohwe we de yensa gu yensa yem ye ma no ene ntokwa na start won start ya che nti omo hwe no munya bibi e wo ho ogusu ye nti ongusu nya mayen we de yesre no
all right onso
yo me pa chawo me se Ghana ha da bia ye kasa Ghana ye Christian nation ye wa Christopher ye wo nkramofo sa bokun tokwai enye nne na ehya ase me se ehya ase ache ti ye besre ye nuanom Christopher ne nkramofo wo ho se Ghana de ye mpem tokwa ye mpe basabasa enti we de omo anhwe na se de asem no ekọ no omo ntwa so ye besre ye mampani so se ontu anamanama no de watu dada na onkoso na ontu na omwa ahemfo beka mre bi ntokwa bi ba otufo de ne ho gi mu ma ye yobaye ye se ye nana se ono so mfa ne ho nyim na omwa na ntokwa no etuntwa maye se ntokwa ne tu antwa ye wonkra hai enema bebre ne free boko a eba saa ne ma ne se entimi mma se enema abafom kakra se ya nhwe na se enema ekosoro ne ntokwa ikosoro a eduane ne enema bebrebo ebesan ayedin entu ye de yesra ye papa mahama se we de nadaroma onhwe na na mom bia otu a ebeboa no omwa na ye nuamu ewo boko no omunye omo asumdwe efi se mi batu school no onya aboko a me ma ne nko eba saa empuntuo ni ade ese bokofo no omunya no omunya bank ntimi nya adwuma wo ho nurse so mu ntimi nkwa adwuma nti ye besere anamontuo bia mampani tu a ebeye yie no de aboa no omwa na ye nuamo no so ho no omo ne omo ho medamase
all right na eye adwodifu na wo ma kire wo adwe otumfo ye asante hene wo dikan etusu anamonde da se ne ofre ne be mu owom what I say all right me so na me di mate wo trotro me se trotro no eye ma mate ne ejisu se
away ya to Premtobre Kasee no eso na kwa bia wono aye no ho se moto nkwa no wia kohia ne wo wutu bodwe ase wo wutu senya west mensin no emobra okowie obi moto wi akire omakoche na twa ne hwe afiri wono mu amane wato na nanom ensiedo
amane boba ko ye fe wutubodua se ye no wa wutu senya west mensin emu eba echire mu adia wono macho obi osusu so ye krofo ye obi moto ye senko kwakọ wia na ye na wo kasa die waboro no asanso so etwa sebe ne ntohwe amoti na nanomo e wonsiedo Adom Kasee ye di enfide kopiem honom ne assemblyman a obodua se mankesim abato mpeso aso Isaac mo akwando ehwehwe nkomo no ochire mu se de nyina ne sifa esiye
bushuru kaka no omuji moto no efiri akada rada nisem na ekwan no so no cars nye bi masa moto nkwa nti okada rada se ne bi beton so na so mu sa omu hu nwan da bushuru mu omu so da de bon na so mu chensi nkofo na maji moto na efi okada rada nisem ba okada nkofo no omu nim road na omu fa so no papa nti okada fo no de omo nim road no so omu nim bebi eye no bebi eye nti speed ni de omu koye no omu frefre omu nua mu nkaifo nti bebi a station obi a no ma frɛ na station for no so tu di ekire ana omu mechi omu wo opampa anybody asentin tin ho nti ba ku dwane ba ko ti ekire no dwane na omu chi penewe na ne de yesin nsuo bowa nkese opeten so omo bo nankasa yi nti say police fu be nti the police be
so no ye Premtobre Kasee akwasi bodia ye krado emo akwaba won ye fedodo o top no to nti
me ho na ye me style
ebe o style because me kra me yo ba no si e so be me cha me tohwe no sa dia no
to aso mi no ma ho mass barrier no ana ma ho we so asan to aso
na amo ye slow
na me ntimi
oh master did you obedidi
sawa
why did you cry that ti apart from no
me ra fi atwa ho
the crowd news sponsor crowd wonye
twa ho
oni hwe kan wa we yokogari asa no we gira ndi ye kwa ba no ato
the ra ho master Right. Fantastic afternoon. We say, "Man, so ya de agudi mo nsam na to aso sepe. Premtobre Kasee. Masoma fi Madam Red ho. Tama e ko school ya se ma me be friend Madam Moku. o jade o chikra ne red but ono so share red na de masoma fi madam moku ana me to aso de ama graduates and graduates yes me ra ho ntimi nche aha me ra ho ntimi nche me hyase na story ya mu wie ya bi ana me san e de ato aso and brantie wasi aka ne ma basa pen 27 years a chese otumu say yes say yes wonya growing ye can growing na growing no ye wo hanum saa no ye se krama aka no krama na nya ba bia nka no story na bi sisi ya ne bi ho ye se krama ne hu sade no aye say no say ano kan no spray mu say juani yan kwanim womu 90 ole say womu 90 ye dog attack krama ne huri ye wonya ba bia nso say chairman ade mu kabo Altiemo Spanish mu. Ode our Spanish and Spanish mu ya. Sigirimo. Okay? Sigirimo be. Na you say like you. Aje ready ma wo. Krama isusu kitaji minu kase ya. Me start sports ya ma na krama nya hu. Hwiade apira no. Tunu kase ne side na. Lucky anti to say Etia bankwa story no ya opi o kachi mu se ati obihwa o se me ntimi nkama no edudu afia kan simple say ati obihwa. How can you say that? Say ati obihwa. Eti we no ne jansi no no o se my friend tuma man kase ya kama aso de hwa da bi me dem say wa so ne something wa twi timi no kase se chama ya ba sa se ne yakopon ye no equilibrium no. No, the level of the equilibrium a so of full na pi r square no ntino a twinwura mu sister jai e bi nto dantia want you no ya we shine well mama hwese ne ho ya aha ya we shine well to so as I say ush na no kotokoko ayi South Africa yi no nim de ko say yes kotokoko diabo na kotokoko ko wini ya no ye pon game no ne ye bi se fans ni bi akwa ba ko kotoko just din ti South Africa for ko no som ko bisa na twi word bi o ma te se ye bo twi word bi din bi so o mo nte asete o mo bisa na se na ye Ghana ni ba kotoko ni to o mo on kire o mo din na se hade he
Ask something, one question. What is the meaning of Adusei from the Ghana language? Adusei. I'm a South African fan of Asante Kotoko, so I'm not Ghanaian. No, I'm a Asante Kotoko fan. I'm an Pirates fan. Ask something.
Orlando Pirates ni Kotoko sha omo no wayi Pirates no wa sha Kotoko so oye Orlando Pirates o support Kotoko. It is adu se o se adu hye o se adu hin o se adu sen ni nya no wonte mo fa ma adu sen ni ma adu hye ni ma adu se no en fa sen ni mo adu hye ni mo adu se no na me nya mo aja me kse me ra ho ntima nche ai and ayo say 1 million clubs ni nyina baji 1 million say new partnership abo say new company na be twa league no aha numere de ho nsem be bro e fire kra be kan wasem ai ti me nya mo fa ma graduates and graduates and all kinds of makase be say fia ba kwata makro no nto aso
Mwakwa bayeda sese ugu social Adom TV Premtobre Kasee yentoa so na Greater Accra Regional Parks and Gardens na nei won mafri ase aduanua e schools ahodo bi mu e won kran.
Greater Accra Regional Parks and Gardens won mo ahya ase schools ahodo bi e won kramantam ne emu won mo aka bo ma wodwedwanua na bra director Emma Parks and Gardens Rabenis woni Adom Kasee din komo no wo kire mu ese wo de se adwumadi ehhye Swiss schools ni bi e wo hono mu a won mo ete won mo ahomemu so won mo ehia nwua bom betumi adua na aboaje won mo nsase ne ho wo kire mu se ye no de tudwa
schools ahodo aba Parks and Gardens Greater Accra region so mo hia mmoa ne mmoa ni bi ni sei omo trees e dia fence omo school compound because of encroachment on person beautify omo schools on person omo di training kwala no so that at a young age omo betimi champion greenery and protecting their environment. Parks and Gardens ye pese ye bo omo enso so ye be hia moa kakra ye be hia moa for cages for tools any name bebre
so hwa osan so de to Ghana de hye nyina enim say.
Okay, so basically I say we embrace the greenery concept because it's very, very important to us. Meaning say tree plantings, tree planting, but important say because very important. Like I would say that first of all, secondly, absorbing carbon dioxide, and we all know the challenges we are facing with climate change. The flooding issues are facing trees will help in mitigating all these challenges.
Yet was so na Court of Appeal amakwan se William Atuesian on free yendu fie bra. Wode asam no akodan court se nensam wonsan hwehwem bie mo ma won wono enana oye Penida Capital Bank ano.
William Atuesian ya kane no e pani kwankyere for da Capital Bank ano na sese die court amane bail so wonko fie na onfa no hunkonkodi wabra na asem e court no omo etwen se ombesa akoba akiri bi ma hwese wodi bi ma na se onibem na sika botron de ato ni tri so ye Ghana city no opepedu ya nipa mienu na womo ehwese omodo nso besi awowa na wotumi agya no amana kofie afen so ne passport odi tu kwan no nso ezo kokogya ma court fo na afi busumi bia nso ode no ho be kire ba akose ampa onwane na emumo ho ode Atuesian kwato afiase mfrinhia dunum afimpi mienu ne adunu miensa na omo kire se watumi awia oman sika Ghana city no opepe aduokono ya eno na ye Capital Bank ne dia na omo kire se court no ehye se so wetumi atua se sika no esan ede ama oman ne biodi a ene obegya no ama wafa no ho akwakodi na so ekama ye se wantumi ankwankotua eno nti ena na ho akwahia se kokoda afiase no na ansampo ena saa beli ebeba no na omanfo bibre ede nsem atodwa se ebeya anka abanhwe na onya anoma ne nkofie firi se abri bebia woda no na pomude ho nsem enyina ne na so kra
aban nani abre sekrodom na nani abre no wo afarefo so ne tichu ne won mo a ekonsuo no so a wonfa ne mapanko so na wodi nuo ne mfidie bie ne kwan so wode ko nsuo so wode ko no wafe wani akire safo no nsentwefo nhyiam di ase osoafo a ono hwe Fisheries na aquaculture Emilia Arthur ene de kokoboi etuda
so afọ hwe nam yie ne nsuim nam ho nsam so Emilia Arthur ena ode kokobonsem ama won mo yi nam omamu nyina se so anhwe ye no fa kwambo no nsu yi nam de a ene emra ene won bedi pa nsentwefo nhyiamu ya ofre ya se ena wo kire se mampani John Dramani Mahama ne research adwumu a ode esi na ni so no omu ede nhyehyɛ foforo kora ebeba se ne be ya won mo yi nam no ye behwe no ma ye ni yie se ne be ya enfo how bia emre oman ni nyina.
Some fishermen refuse to abide by the rules and went fishing with light fishing and other illegal methods. We are using this conversation to sound a warning to all fishermen that as part of the reset agenda to reset Ghana and to reset the fisheries sector, we are going to crack the whip. We are going to enforce the fisheries laws that ban illegal fishing methods. So when we come to you and we get you, don't say we did not warn you.
We here was side to just say Fisheries Protection Authority at Yesimua. One so say one more do home be share kwamboni of us we name one. Obechi won no do be membrano anyway.
What has come to our attention is that the two conditions that were given for not closing the season, and that will determine whether we close the season next year or not. The two conditions were one, that people observe, fishermen observe the traditional management measure of no fishing 1 day in a week. Most places is Tuesday. The second is that fishermen stop illegal fishing.
Yento Premtobre Kasee no so na pani bia kasa watchere se kwan pa ye betumi afa so na galamse ye betumi atwam mayi mu no se mensi akra chempanifo no ye be hye won mode ama won tete ne nkyekere se be ya mamra hodo no won be ma aye adwuma senior pediatrician wo konfonoche Abaya Sabia Professor Anthony Animal na kasa watchere se enne ye nkra ne bi wo ho mbeba no ye hu mercury e woni pedua ne mu ni nyina no galamse na
Pediatrician awo konfanochi
Ayaresabia Professor Anthony Animal edi atudwa se nhwehwemu abetudwa no ekire se heavy metals chemicals niema bi se mercury ewo nkwadamu ewo bebi a omanfo etu egudie eyade mu nkwadae kura ewo womo enkan komutitu ene womo adesuem wonam sansem nso edi atudwa se wohwe chemicals yade ese nuba wodo pa esese omanfo ema wonini ekon titu ni district chief executive DCs
Mintimi nkase ya enyeyi ya ko enyeyi na emmom no ejina yeso se ya nsesam bibi ne ya ne dada ya na 4 years party we ba no abeka ne obetumi aye oya oba onye na foforo asa aba ya campaign ta ne ya ka ne be ya na anhwe ya ne ya desani na ewu 111 sa na ya sa kuku ye hu dankwara na da chimpo ye omudia no se na me de kire wo no omukra start you omukid na start ifeli na chese bedu bebi na ya ne hwe magana.
Gender and International Affairs Unit, Minerals Commission, Abigail Zami, and so the two just say, woman in Shishe Guaquema, woman a day, AC, child labor, and Quada Womutu Galamsey, Anoquine.
Into one of the initiative, Minerals Commission, for a CLEF, your friend CLEF, which is Child Labor Eradication Framework. And a CLEF way, we are states, no any other regulators, other CSOs, NGOs, no saying able to me collaborate. Abwa say you be in college free mining industry. Man, you able to me abwa your presentation omu try to me say na in kwalani bebre omu ka say omu maame nom na they were stressing us into me yes come.
Yankwaji anywhere ni jide mo ensem. Nana Poku Ashes ya we manager ma high life jumtuni kwabna se nkebe ya Charter House. Warmo enyen kaidumbi emfama nyumtuni dadi lumbe ne wanya ne baby ekuri.
Area before we sign up.
Okay.
We haven't exhausted. I think we need a month to actually
we'll do more.
Celebrate and let the future know how this industry has emerged from where it was till now. The iconic Lumba cannot have. I think it actually needs a national celebration.
Okay.
Seriously, Lumba needs a national celebration, and Robert is here. I'm urging Charter House to lead this campaign.
Enye so na Adom TV Premtobre Kasee no yemfansi ha yadase emrani adaje a wode maye meda team no so ase adwuma so a wonmo aya yeguso eye medi de afia amankwa tamaklo fire for fire okumankra etwaso.